So we are going to check out the lawn at my son's house that we did a complete renovation on, overseed it from dirt, and he is up there now apparently mowing it. I think it's a second mow for the season. The grass looks good, but we're going to run the dethatcher over the grass to try and open up the canopy. We got some weeds we're dealing with, but we're going to leave them go for a few weeks. We're going to put down some seed, and then we are going to put down some fertilizer. So I have everything loaded on the truck. And I got the Swordman with the Scarifier cartridge in it. So we'll take that up there, and we got the spreader and the fertilizer. We got the Scotch triple action for seeding. We'll throw that down. So, all right, here we go. All right, we're pulling up now, and I like what I see. Now that is looking good for a newly seeded lawn. You can see the difference in the green up there in the corner. That was where we brought in some fresh topsoil. So I think that's why that's greener than everywhere else. But we'll get some fertilizer down and everything will become green. But in the spots that we put the new dirt that we brought in, the new topsoil, it's much greener. Like up there by the corner of the house where the driveway is, and then over here along this side of the property, that whole line of green, but we had filled that in with all the fresh topsoil. But yep, looks good. Let's take a look, walk around. So from the street, looks like a full lawn. Looks like it's been here a while. It's just since October. This is the first weekend of April. So here where we have the bare spots, we got water running off the driveway, so it's washing out the seed. You can see the lines, so that's where the water is traveling. Hopefully this will fill in. Now that we got some good grass established, right here is the same, but this good grass should trap the seed and keep it in there, hopefully. And you can see there's weeds, but there's nothing we can do about it. We turned this dirt over so many times. I knew we were going to have a weed issue, but we're just going to have to leave it go for a couple more weeks before we start treating for weeds. I'm not too concerned with the weeds. I just want to get this grass going really good before we deal with the weeds. Here is where we get a lot of water runoff. It washed the seed. So we'll scar up the dirt, lift up all the grass, open up the canopy here with the Scarifier on the Swordman, throw some seed down and some fertilizer. See, he's got a lot of matted down leaves in the soil there. We want to get that up so that the seed can get in there and germinate. This is really good. And it's a fresh mow. This area up here was all filled in with fresh topsoil, which is why it has taken really good. But the other areas, once we get the fertilizer going, start feeding it, it should look just like this. You happy with it, Dan?
Yep.
It looks good, doesn't it? It's funny how the new topsoil made those marks in the grass. That's where it's real dark green is where we put that new topsoil. It was up here and it was down along the property line. But that's all right, the fertilizer will get the rest. We'll keep throwing fertilizer on it and it'll start to match. All right, I got the Scarifier, the Swordman on the back of the truck, if you can help me lift it off. So Danny's running the dethatcher, and I already ran it once from the house to the street and back up again, all the way across the lawn. House to street, street to house, in the same path. So we go over the same path twice from each direction. Now we're going across twice in each direction. one time towards the driveway and then back on the same path to the property line. And I could see a difference already. Hopefully the camera's picking it up from the video before we started, but it's pulling a lot of the grass up that was matted down. It's pulling all these dead leaves that are in the ground as well. So we'll get the dirt opened up and we'll put some more seed down. Now, I know I'm probably going to get killed with some comments about, oh, you can't seed in the spring. Oh, you can, and we are. We have a sprinkler system here, so water's not going to be an issue. But what a difference the running this scarifier across it really makes. And we'll put down some more fertilizer as well. This was just newly planted in October, the end of September and through October. And he's somewhat of a rookie on the machine. It's his first time using it, but it's not hard to use. And I think he's used to it now. He's about a quarter of the way down towards the street. So now all the scarifying is all completed. So we went house to street and then street to house in the same row. And then we switched it up and we went from the property line over there to the driveway. And we went in both directions in one path. Then we got the lawnmower back out and we vacuumed everything that we picked up when we were scarifying. Now what he's doing is we're giving it a little bit of a scalp. The wheels were set at 2 inches. We dropped it down to 1.5 inches. So we give it a little bit of a scalp, and it really cleaned it up nice. Made the grass blades stand up, and nothing is matted down anymore. So this should green up in a couple weeks. Like I said, we're the very first weekend of April, so we're still really early in the season. Hopefully you can hear me over the mower. We'll get a shot from down at the street. So from the street, you don't really see these bare areas, which is good. It's kind of what you want. You want it to look good for people passing by. Now we're going to take care of them, obviously, but I'm really pleased with the outcome here. From being bare dirt in October to looking like it does today in the first week of April. So once he's done this, we'll throw down the seed that we have, and we'll throw down some starter fertilizer as well. Beauty. Same seed we used in the fall. Fill this hopper up and we'll take it around. No tricky stuff. No tricky stuff here. I think what we'll do is we're going to set the spreader on 9. It says for an overseeding to set it at 7 for Scotch rotary, and it says if you're seeding a new lawn, the Scotch rotary should be set at 9. So, all right, so we got it set at 9. I'm going to leave it at 9. And the fertilizer we're using is Scotch Turf Builder Triple Action. And this is built for seed. And we're just going to set it at the bag rate, 4.5. And we're going to throw this down. We're going to go in each direction, so we're going to be actually doubling the rate. Here we go. Seed, fertilizer. So we seed it, fertilized, scarified. We gave it somewhat of a scalp cut, and it looks so much better than before we started it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Danny's the cameraman right now. I know Danny's pretty pleased. Are you pleased, Dan?
Overpleased.
He's overpleased. Hopefully you heard that. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll show you some more along the way as spring continues on and we move into summer, and we'll keep track of the progress here. But thanks for watching.